Hi guys! Okay, this video is going to be about my must-haves for when Devaney was a baby. So right now she's an infant, so things are different, but as a baby some of these still apply now. But okay, let's just get started or else I'll keep rambling. My first one was my nursing pillow. As you know, I still breastfeed my daughter who's 8 months old now. It's a funny story actually with my nursing pillow. Ever since I was pregnant, I would tell my husband to go buy one, to go buy one, to go buy one, because I would need it, and he was just always like, why do you need that? You could just use regular pillows, and he was just not wanting it. So the day Devaney was born, I was using the pillows, and the nurse was telling my husband, like, oh, you know, it would really help her if she actually bought one of those nursing pillows. It's a lot easier for her, and it doesn't get her arms tired, because I'm pretty sure right now her arms are really tired, which they were. And so my husband went out right away to the store and he bought one. This is the one that we got. We got this one. It has like polka dots in the front, and then the other side it's stripes, but it's pink and white. So yeah, our Bobby was amazing. I actually stopped using it for about a month because I thought she was gonna get too big for it, but I was using it for it to assist her sitting up, and yeah, it was great. And I've actually recently started using it again for breastfeeding, and it helps out a lot, especially now that she's heavier. I thought I wasn't going to use it as much because I'll have more support, I guess, but no, it's a lot easier with the pillow even now. My second thing was my wrap carrier, which is a Moby wrap. I really wish I could have bought it from when she was a newborn, because when she was born in October, it had actually started getting cold like a month later. And I think with the Moby wrap, that would have really helped to like keep her warm and for us to go on walks a lot easier. I just really wish I could have bought it sooner. I didn't buy it till she was maybe about 4 or 5 months. It was kind of late, but I still use it now because I do sometimes leave the stroller in my mom's car or my husband's truck, and I'll forget to take it out. So when I want to go on walks, I'll just wrap her in it. We actually got the green one. Let me bring it out. This is the color that we got. There was some other ones with like a little owl and everything, but I didn't find it necessary because it was pricier and it's just a wrap. I did buy it for like $40 at Target. And the Bobby pillow, my husband bought it for around the same price at Burlington. But instead of buying it with the cover already together, he actually bought it separate, which ended up costing a little bit more, so maybe around 40 something dollars, maybe almost 50, but it's the thought that counts. The next thing is socks. I've seen a lot of videos on must-haves, and people say that they never put their socks on the babies and they ended up having a whole bunch of socks that they never used. For me, it is actually the opposite. I bought a lot of socks. We got a lot of them for our baby shower, and I would always put them on her. Even now, I always put them on her unless it's really hot. Then I'll not have them on her. But usually she has either shoes or socks on her feet. I don't know. I just always put socks on her since she was a baby, especially when it was cold. I know people say they put the sleepers with the footies on just like that, but I would always put socks under because it does get cold here. And so yeah, like socks were great for us. We have always used them. Another thing is Desitin. I am currently on the 3rd little tube of Desitin. I was always terrified of her getting diaper rash because I know it can be really painful for babies. So I would put it on, even now I put it on her every other diaper change. I put it on her, and then the next time I won't, and the next time I will. And she hasn't gotten any diaper rash at all. And yeah, I'm just really grateful that we ended up buying a couple tubes, and then we got some from our baby shower as well. So I'm just really grateful for that. That really helps us out a lot. Let me see. Another thing is hats. This is another item that I found on a lot of videos that they say that they regret buying so many of. The thing I do regret buying is buying the hats that have a lot of different prints on them. I always preferred putting the ones with like neutral colors on her. Like even if it's like bright pink and light pink, something that could easily match with a lot of her outfits, because a lot of them had like cupcakes and hats and cats on them and like little figurines, and I could never find clothes to match. I would eventually put them on her like during while she was sleeping, but hats have always helped us out a lot. Even now I always carry at least one hat in her diaper bag, even though it's summer, because since we live like 30 minutes away from the beach, it does sometimes get really chilly at night. So if we go out or anything, I usually like having an extra hat on for her. Let me see. The next thing is my breast pump. When she was born, my WIC, because I have WIC, they gave me the manual pump, the Medela manual pump, and I was actually using that one for a couple months. And I was working at that time at Ross, and it was horrible because we would get a couple minutes of break time every 2 hours, and it just wasn't enough time. So it got to the point where I talked to my manager and had to ask her for extra time, because it just took me so long to pump with that manual one. So finally I went and talked to my WIC, and I told them that when I would go for training, which was true, we wouldn't get that much time to pump, so I needed the electric one so it could be faster. And they did give me one, but I had to sign a paper saying that I was going to try to breastfeed for at least a year, which is my goal. This is the one they gave me actually. It's this one. It comes with a little storage, and this is where I keep my bags and like a pen, and they have a little cooler, and they give you like 3 little cubes of little ice packs to put inside. When I pump, I just pump right into the bag. I don't pump into a bottle and then put it in there. I just find that too much work. But yeah, my breast pump has helped out so much, and I just wish I could have gotten that sooner as well. I also got a nipple shield, which was my breastfeeding lifesaver. I got it from Medela. It was a silicone little shield that you just put over your breast, and your baby eats just like he would from a regular nipple. I got that when she was maybe a month or 2, and it was because my nipples were cracking and starting to bleed, and they would start scabbing up to heal, but the next time I fed her, she would like rip it off. Yeah, kind of graphic, but she would rip it off and it would start bleeding, and it just wasn't getting any healing time. I did buy the, let me see, what's it called? I did buy the Lancino, but I just felt like it wasn't healing me fast enough, and that's why I put it on my regret buying list. I did buy it. It was like $10, and it just felt like that wasn't helping me out. So I bought the nipple shield. I did use it for maybe like a month straight because I was terrified to go back to breastfeeding without it and just going through all that pain again. So even after I had healed, I was still using it, and eventually I was just curious one day, and I just like stopped using it. And at first she was a little confused, but then she took to my breast again, and ever since then I haven't had to use it. But I think I actually threw it away recently, but it was just my lifesaver. I think I would have stopped breastfeeding if it wasn't for that, because I was just in so much pain. My nipples just couldn't take it anymore. But that was actually like around $10 as well, and I bought it, I believe it was at Target. Yeah, and I bought that, and it just helped out so much. A lot of people say that it does reduce your supply, but for me it didn't at all. So that was a good plus on that. Another must-have would be my nursing cover. My nursing cover I actually made myself. I don't believe in buying a nursing cover, which is a piece of cloth for about like, well, I've seen them for like $50. Unlike my Moby wrap, that would be worth it, but this, no. Here, I'll actually show it to you. I actually had a whole bunch of material left over from when I used to sew, and so I just made it myself. Let's see. It's just a piece of cloth, and I just made this to my size to where it would be big enough for my head to fit through, but for it not to be showing everything. I did see a lot of tutorials on how to make them where they use that little bar around the edge so you can see your baby, but I thought that wasn't necessary for me because I would be afraid of someone like standing next to me and then being able to see down. So yeah, I didn't put that in, and I still use it now. I only use it when I go out. I don't use it when I'm home, even if people are here, because this is my home. If they don't like it, they can go away. But yeah, I made it myself, and that material might have cost me like $2, and then to make it myself with my own sewing machine, it was just free. So I love it. Yeah, I'm glad I made it myself instead of buying one. But that was a must-have. You could always buy them at like consignment stores for a lot cheaper, and just like wash them or something. I think that would be best. My next thing would be nursing pads. I got a box of nursing pads. I think they were like, I forgot what brand they were, but I got some for my baby shower, and I loved them. They were like really fluffy, and they were great. And when I first had my baby, I did have an oversupply, so I was constantly leaking, and so those helped out a lot. And then I found some at my local dollar store. They weren't the same brand, but they were nursing pads, and I just found them to help out as well. Now I don't leak as much as I used to. I'll leak if maybe I go over maybe like an hour or two of when I was supposed to feed her, and then I'll leak, but it's still not a lot. So even the dollar brand nursing pads help out a lot, and I get them, I think it's like $1 for maybe like 36 or so. Either that or some other brand that are fluffier, which is 12 for $1. But either way, they're still a lot cheaper than having to buy a big box for a bunch of money. But yeah, that helped. I think that is a must-have for breastfeeding mothers. The next thing is a car seat blanket kind of cover-ish. I'll show it to you. It's by J.J. Cole's collection, and it's called Bundle Me. And this is what it is. You install it in your car seat. Here's the back. You install it in your car seat, and this is the inside. It's like a really soft material, and this is what it looks like from the front. Here's the thing. You just put it on your car seat, and you put your baby inside, and then it just like zips closed and it zips up. So it's kind of like a blanket. I love this. This helped me out during the whole winter, so I wouldn't have to carry like 1,000 blankets with me. I would just carry this and an extra blanket, and then maybe like a sheet, like a swaddle blanket to cover the car seat. I mean the car seat or the stroller. But this helped me out so much. I love it. I actually own 3. Each of them are 3 different brands. Each of them are different brands, but my mother-in-law bought them for me, so I'm not sure how much they were or where she got them from, but I would really recommend buying them if you live in a cold weather kind of area. Yeah, I love these. These were just amazing. My daughter loved them. She wouldn't fuss or anything, and we still try to use them as much as possible because she's starting to grow out of them. So I do carry it with me in the car just in case we go out for too long. But yeah, I really recommend a lot of people to get these. Yeah, they're great. This one, like I said, it was J.J. Cole's collection, and it's from Bundle Me. Yeah. I mean, I think you can go online maybe and try to look for them. But yeah, I think these were just great. But yeah, I think that's it. That was my must-haves for a baby. I think I'm gonna do my regrets buying next. So if you wanna look for that video after this, then you're more welcome to. So if you have any comments on any of the items that I listed, then please comment below. Bye bye.